ancestor Edomite sold immortality in the kingdom of heaven for the modern day equivalent to a fucking pot roast. Okay, red pottage and lentils in boiling water. You put that same concoction into an oven, you got a pot roast. Immortality and the kingdom of heaven was sold by Esau Edom, okay, the caveman, for a pot roast. Now he wants to try to win it back by default, by the murder or the unaliving of the children of Israel that have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. That's what they're out to do. Right?
I was going to say something, Drew.
Go ahead, man.
To those like chicks. They might be Jake, but they carry themselves.
Oh no, they probably bed wenches from back when we were ruling the Byzantine Empire, aka the Holy Roman Empire, the so-called Dark Ages. Okay, more than likely, they was bed wenches back then. In the reincarnation, they back to be bed wenches again, because the Most High put you in your life. The spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. So if we're in the position of being prophets and prophesizing the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, then we were prophets before in a previous life. That's how it works. The living soul is energy. The living soul is energy. It can't be destroyed. It has to be put somewhere else. Okay? And these individuals, they don't understand that, man. They're completely insane.
And the soul is either in a body right now on earth, in somebody, or it's in the spiritual realm with the Lord, not suffering or being burnt and tormented. Because a soul, which is made of energy, heat, all right, it can't be heated up, it can't be burnt, you can't burn fire with fire, because that's what fire is. It's heat, has energy, electricity. Is that not a form of fire? A form of, it's concentrated, and it's the same thing with somebody's spirit, that's why AI has a spirit towards it, with it, and whatnot. All right.
Right. Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. So that's what we're out looking for. We're out in the ether, in the world, looking for individuals like us that have the same mindset, the same like mind.
Those that are meet are for repentance, which means worthy of repentance.
Right.
Right.
And that's what we're out here looking for, man. We ain't out here wasting our time. Sometimes it feels like that. When people, when you have all this incredulity and unbelief of these scoffers that drive by all the time.
Or when it's bad weather, nobody's out here but us. Hey,
right.
The Lord himself, the Lord said to prophesy unto the wind, man. We're gonna prophesy unto the wind. And the Lord's gonna carry the word, this truth, to the ears of who he wants to hear this truth or see this truth, receive this truth.
Right. Okay? And that's what they don't get. They don't understand that part.
Oh, why are you guys in the middle of a park, in the middle of a forest? You guys ain't nowhere near anybody. You guys are acting all weird. Y'all, hey, man, if the Lord puts a spirit on a brother to go prophesy in a forest, hey, the Lord, that's how the Lord wants it, man. Hey, somebody might be hiking and walk by a brother, hey, it happens, man. People be hiking, shit. Yeah.
Okay. Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 52. 51, Salaki. But understand for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yep, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. The hell that corruption is fled into is the grave, where corruption enters into the flesh, and you turn to dust eventually. But the soul has to return to the Most High God who gave it. There is no hell where you burn up forever. That is a purely man-made doctrine, a doctrine made by the fear and precept of men.
The imaginations of man it is vain.
Right. They put that hell doctrine. They got that shit from Dante's Inferno. That's part of Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Jude said, in the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 8, he said, there shall be men crept in unawares, bringing in damnable heresies. Says the same thing in 2 Peter chapter 2. Okay, so these same things are what we hear about when we listen to about that hell doctrine, where you burn up forever. Okay, that's a damnable heresy. That is not what is written in the Holy Scriptures concerning damnation, concerning salvation. It ain't there. The hell they're referring to is Sheol. Sheol is to make reference to the grave.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, where's Sheol located? Underground.
Sheol is the grave. Or Sheol is the grave, man.
Yeah, the underground, you know.
6 feet under. It ain't got nothing to do about or where you put your dead bodies in a mausoleum.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, listen to this. When Yahweh walked upon the earth, he had a man by the name of Lazarus, right? Lazarus was dead in a mausoleum. He went into the mausoleum and said, Lazarus, come forth. Lazarus came out of there. But if he'd have walked in there and said, come forth, everybody would have got up. Okay? What the actual fuck, man? You people got hell and doctrine on the brain. If you do this, that's in order for the church to control you and to keep you in line. So this way you would not go outside of what is written. Okay? It helped them because back then there was an amalgamation of church and state being put together. Okay? It was an amalgamation of church and state. Okay? And the church was in rulership over the state. The Pope would tell the king what to do, not the other way around. Okay? 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 54. Sorrows are past, and the end is showed the treasure of immortality. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous. How do they trodden down the righteous of the people? How do they do that exactly? All right. They trodden them down by calling us niggers, beaners, spicks, wetbacks, Uncle Tomahawks, right? You have a woman called by the name of Miriam Adelson. Okay, she said that the greatest threat to the Jewish state was the young black Hebrew Israelites in America.
The young black youth.
Or the young black youth in America, yeah.
Well, what do little YNs have to do with people, Jewish people in the land of Israel right now?
Well, because they have the potential to wake up. They have the potential to wake up.
That's why. But like for face value, what do young YNs? How can they hurt a Jewish person in Jerusalem right now, man?
Exactly.
And that's why we're getting all these false, made up, fabricated
narratives,
JEW attacks. All right, anti-Sam attacks. You know, which are fabricated, man. Nobody give a damn. Nobody's trying to hurt or punch on or any Jewish people, man. All right. Stand where the blue we all seen that commercial, the Super Bowl commercial, the blue sticky note. All right, talking about the Jewish kids. All right, and they had a black kid with a Jewish kid. I'll defend what I'll stand with you, man. And it was a black kid defending the Jewish kid. That's hey, them Jewish kids. They don't even go to school. To these public schools, man. All right, those Jewish kids. They don't go to school with black kids, Native American, Latino kids. They go to these private schools. They go to their own schools, man. All right, I've never seen no Jewish person. All right,
that goes to a public school. I ain't never went to a public school with a Jew.
Yeah.
A so-called Jew, what they call Jews today, these Edomite, Amalekite imposters. They're not Jews. They're not God's chosen people. Okay? They're liars.
Nobody's trying to, fight no Jew, Jewish person. All right. All right.
Right? 2 Ezra, damn it.
Because they're the accuser of our brethren, man. So they're gonna make us the face of terror. That's why they're coming up and fabricating these FALSE FLAG attacks on Jewish people.
Right.
All right. It's fabricated. Look up the word fabrication. It's made up. All right.
All they're trying to do is get us out of the way.
Yeah.
They don't want us preaching the downfall of their kingdom. They're trying to stay in power. They're at the end of their rulership. They're out of time. Go to Job chapter 5, verse 12. Okay. And then I'm going to finish up here with 2nd Ezra chapter 8. And they said in their heart that there is no God. Yep. And that knowing they must die. For as the things aforesaid shall perceive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. How did the Most High prepare life for us? He sent his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, to shed his blood for the elect to cover us and making our mistakes and keeping the law. The law was never done away with. The only law that was done away with was the law of sacrifice, because Yahweh Shah became that law, became that sacrifice. Okay, so the consequences of committing sin was done away with through the blood of Yahweh Shah. Okay, but that doesn't apply to everybody. That only applies to God's chosen people, because Yahweh Shah said he came for the whole house of Israel. The whole house of Israel consisted of Negroes and Latinos at that time, 2,000 years ago. They were brown, melanated skinned people. They were not Edomites, and they weren't a bunch of goddamn Hamites and a bunch of Moabite Asians. Okay,
That's why he said go to the Jew first, then the Gentile. We all know the Jews are not white complected. They're black. They're black people, man. Okay.
what's his name? Rich Tidwell down in Kansas City, Missouri. This motherfucker had their mitigated audacity to talk shit out the side of his motherfucking neck, talking about the 12 tribes are European. I'm like, wow, man, I couldn't reach through the telephone and punch him in his mouth fast enough, man. Okay. I mean, I apologize about having violence toward this individual, but what the fuck, man? You're gonna sit up and tell a goddamn bold-faced lie based on modern technology, based on every modern information, and you're gonna apply what ancient texts say about modern? If they don't work, man, that's like oil and water. They don't mix. Okay. The Most High said in Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, I am the Lord thy God, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. These devils, see what I mean? With that white privilege, white supremacy, that Rich Tidwell, that motherfucker's pushing white privilege and white supremacy, saying that the 12 tribes of Israel are all European nations, all white people. Okay, so-called white people. They're Edomites. They're red. They're not fucking white. How does that work? That's bullshit. Okay? The truth, those people can't survive in that heat over there. That dry heat, 135 degrees in the shade every day with no covering. They're going to die of heat exhaustion, a heat stroke, because they don't have any vitamin D that produces melanin that's in their skin.
They get sunburned,
Okay? They're going to get sunburned.
get skin cancer.
Okay? And their hair that they got on top of their hair is a wet mop. It's dead. Okay? So, and it comes out of their body dead, because their hair is leprous. Okay, if their hair was alive, it would be curly. Okay, but their hair is not curly. Okay, their hair is dead. You put these Edomite devils over here in Israel or Egypt, okay, they'll die of a goddamn heat stroke because you can't get enough air in their system to cool off their internal organs. They would just fucking die off, man. So how can they be God's chosen people? It's a lie. The Son of the Most High God is a Negro from the tribe of Judah. The Son of God himself describes what he looks like. Why is it these Edomites don't get it? The Spirit of the Most High God is not with them. That's why they can't get it. And they want to fucking argue with us about what God looks like? You want to argue with, I mean, you went through all of history, you whitewashed all of history and made God a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. You made Jesus Christ a blonde man with blonde hair with blue eyes. Okay? You made Moses with blonde hair and blue eyes. You made Peter a blonde hair and blue eyes. Richard Gere is King Solomon. Right?
Plausible deniability.
Right? And then they come up with this plausible deniability type of shit. That's what Rich Tidwell is going off of. Plausible deniability. Monkey motherfucker. You ain't gonna never beat us. You are those goddamn Amalekite Khazars over there and imposters calling themselves Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Those are the only people on the earth that attend synagogues, man. What the actual fuck? Okay, the Arabs, they attend a mosque. It's not the same as a synagogue. The Bible leaves you clues as to who the devil is and how they would cover up themselves and pretend to be somebody else. That's how they've been able to rule the world for as long as they have. Okay, they're cavemen. If you make one of these Edomite Caucasians take a blood test, it will come back that they are not a part of the original 12 tribes of the house of Israel. The 13th tribe is not by bloodline inheritance. They are not from Judea, nor were they ever came from Judea. They are from South Russia.
Yep.
Okay?
Southwest Russia.
That's exactly where they're from. In Southwest Russia is Ukraine.
Mhm.
The Ukraine is Khazaria.
All those.
That's the reason why you have that little homosexual president of Khazaria. I forget his name. Or if Ukraine, he has the Khazarian flag embroidered on his t-shirt. Okay? These devils went throughout all the earth in whitewashed history and turned everything upside down.
Those countries, all those, it's called Georgia, all those stands, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. That's where those fights come from, man. All right. You know, and then Serbia and whatnot. You know, there's mountain species over there, man. And nothing grows but juniper roots. You know, all right. Mountains. It's a mountainous area, man, and they're still there, man. That's where the white man's DNA test will show you where these Jewish people come from, man. All right, they say it themselves. They're all we're Khazarian Jews, man. Do you know where Khazaria is? All right, exactly where what we were telling you, man. Southwest Russia. All right, Khazarian Jews. Okay, that's where these modern day Jews came from. Their DNA. You know, that's why they won't let you do a DNA test in Israel, man. All right, you'll be put in jail or get a huge ass fine. All right, if you do so, man, you need consent. You know, from BB not a JEW, man, to do so. Basically, the Jewish government. You know,
Right?
because
So,
we all know they're not from there. Even modern times shows you that that's why we call them the 1948ers, because that's when they first actually got up in there, man.
that's when they first took over that land, was in 1948. They've never been there.
That was the solution to World War II, man. All right. The deal is Germany. All right, we gotta let these Jewish people dwell in Israel. And Germany's like, "Oh, all this for that? Okay, whatever, man. You know, shit.
The reason why these Amalekite Khazars were continuously being kicked out from country to country, from whatever country they go into, is because they push bestiality, homosexuality, same-sex marriage, eating of blood,
Satanism.
changing of kind, right? Satanism. The Star of David is actually the Star of Remphan.
Yeah.
Remphan is a false god. That's what the Edomites used to call Satan. Okay? They've been calling them different names over the decades.
Yeah.
Dagon, Milcom, Chemosh, right? Where's that sign I got with all them false gods on it? Back over there somewhere?
Okay. That's kind of the one.
Yeah, Ishtar. That's Ishtar. Ishtar is the one they worship on Easter.
Tammuz. You know, hey man.
Yeah, Semiramis. Okay, was the wife of Nimrod. Nimrod died. Okay, she had sex with another dude, got pregnant, and said the baby was born of dead Nimrod from the rays of the sun. That's the reason why the Catholic Church set up Sunday, the vulnerable day of the sun.
The Virgin Mary.
Right?
Immaculate Conception.
All that immaculate deception bullshit. Come on, man. You mean to tell me an angel jacked off and bust off on Mary's face and she got pregnant? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
The Son of God said that angels don't have sex. They're not like men. They worship the Most High. They are messengers, okay, and spirits of flaming fire. They are not individuals that have a penis for reproduction. That's what we were made for.
When the scriptures talk about Mary, she was a virgin and she didn't know any other man. That's talking about she was a virgin to Joseph. All right, she didn't have sex with any other man but Joseph. All right,
Right.
therefore she was a virgin unto Joseph. Joseph's the one that that took her virginity and impregnated her. All right, with his seed, and they birthed out. All right,
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, the Son of the Most High, which had the Holy Spirit.
Right.
All
He
right,
was
that's
born with the Holy Spirit, just like John the Baptist. Yahweh Shah was born the same way, with the spirit that was born in him.
that's why the Lord Himself says, "Hey, I come. Uh, if you see me, you've seen the Father. I come to do my Father's will." All right, because He was the Son of God. He had the Holy Spirit, man. It's that simple. You people have itching ears, want to believe in everything else other than the truth, the simplicity of the Scripture, of the Bible, man. All right.
Right. Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. Verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. So the Most High says that faith is a gift. Okay? So in order for you to have faith, it has to be a gift from the Most High God being given to you by the Most High God Himself through the Holy Spirit. What is faith? Hebrews chapter 11 states that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders had good report. Who are our elders? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It doesn't say anything about Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, or Abraham, Isaac, and Moab. Abraham, Isaac, and Ammon. Don't say anything about that. Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. No. The Most High chose Jacob, like it says in Genesis chapter 35, verse 9. The Most High came down and gave Jacob, changed his name, and gave him the covenant and the inheritance. Okay, before he went back into heaven. Let's get it. Genesis chapter 35, verse 9. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Shartazabawat, God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. What kings came out of the loins of Jacob? King Solomon, King David, right? Yahweh Shai, the King of Peace. Okay?
The sons after that, which are Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and hey, the 12 tribes of Israel are blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans mainly, if you want to believe that or not, man. All right.
Wow, it went right back to second Ezra. This is really fucking with me now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Y'all got it on video?
Nah, man, we're recording ourselves, man.
Right. I'm not gonna put you on video. I wouldn't put that foolishness out there like that. You could have broke your back or your neck and been paralyzed.
Yeah.
That shit is not funny.
I'll go.
Genesis chapter 35, verse 12. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And the Most High went up from him in the place where he talked with him. Okay? So you see, that goes to prove and go and show and prove that the Most High is only dealing with Israelites. Okay? He's only dealing with Israelites. He's not dealing with every nation on the fucking earth. Yahweh Shai did not come to change anything. Like it says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 18. Not one jot, not one tittle of the law shall pass from the law until all the law be fulfilled. All the law has not been fulfilled. You people are not paying attention to the scriptures. You don't understand what you're reading. Okay? The only law that was done away with was the law of sacrifice and the consequences of violation of the law. That's it. You still have to keep the other laws as best you can. The grace and mercy given to us by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah will cover you where you make your mistakes in keeping the law. By faith. Okay? We know you can't keep the law perfectly. It's impossible. But the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah will bestow upon you the gift of faith in order for him to have mercy upon you in the day of judgment, in the day of trouble. But you don't care. All you care about is paying your rent, going to work, working 3 jobs, getting put out in the street, having no car. Right? In 2027, they're saying they're going to put a device on your car to see if you're worthy of driving. Who the fuck gave them that authority over your life, over a car that you make monthly payments on?
Yeah,
that's your car. These motherfuckers are making a law saying that you can't drive your car? Come on now.
You're gonna owe nothing and be happy about it. No, that's what they said. That's what the white man says. You're gonna owe nothing and be happy about it, which means you ain't gonna have no other choice. Deal with it. You know.
Right? 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. This is just a simple device and a system of control and forced compliance. That's all it's about, man. It's more of us than there are of them. Okay? You motherfuckers talk this shit about how the government is against you and stopping you from doing these things. Why don't you bastards band together? Like all the blacks did during the 60s and 70s. Banding together, having a peaceful protest. Why don't you peacefully protest that shit?
But y'all have all been taught in elementary school about the Boston Tea Party.
Right. Yeah, the Boston Tea Party.
Because your tea was being taxed, okay? Or no, just in general, people were being taxed a little bit more than they wanted to be. And what happened? Overthrow of the government. All right.
That's crazy.
And
these young motherfuckers, they's really booty binders, man. They looking back at us and shit, Wow, man. That's crazy, man. Young Jake looking back at us like to see if we looking at him. Fucking booty bandit.
I hope not. Shoot. I don't want no,
That's crazy, man.
I didn't think so.
Right. Crazy shit. Tell them. Romans chapter 6.
People are these Americans are so docile, man, that they can't even get together, and they're so separated too, man. Hey, man, if they can't even get together and because everybody's too busy, being on their phone or too busy trying to stay up to date with payments, or fucking around with their woman, or trying to live the fast life, where they can't get together, all right, and do something about the wickedness of their government, their leaders, all right, and they're not going to. They're gonna try, but this devil's the Revelation 12:12. This devil's gonna come down upon you with great wrath. All right.
Right. Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Right? But our people want to continue to live in sin. They don't have a problem with it. As long as these Edomites allow them to smoke weed and get high, they'll line up to take this mark of the beast RFID chip. They don't have a fucking problem with it. That's the craziness and madness of our people. That's the reason why the Most High put these Edomite devils over them to punish them. Shoot them down, shoot them in the back, shoot them down in the street, cause them to go to prison forever. Right? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach were baptized into his death? Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Hamashiach was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we should also walk in newness of life. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall also be in the likeness of his resurrection. So you have to believe in the resurrection in order to receive salvation. That's the reason why we implore you to repent. But 2/3 of our people ain't going to do it. And these Edomites sure as hell ain't going to do it because they're already living in their heaven. Women, men with men burned in their own lust, one towards another. Women leaving the natural use for that which is against nature. Women on women, men on men. This is their heaven. That's all they care about is the pleasure of the flesh. They don't give a shit about salvation. They never did. These devils, man, they're finished. And they call themselves God's chosen people. I'm a Christian. How the fuck does that work?
They call themselves Gentiles.
Right, Gentile Christians, spiritual Israelites, right? How does that work?
They don't want to be the chosen.
You go from one continent to another continent to another continent, stealing people's natural resources and robbing them of their sovereignty and forcing democracy on them down their throat and threaten them that if they don't adhere to a democracy, you're going to blow them up or cause a war. And in order to take over and set up a coup to set up these wicked puppet masters that work for the government. So how can you say that you call yourself a Christian? In the name of manifest destiny Christianity, you raped, murdered, and pillaged 250 million indigenous population of Indian that were already over here. How the fuck can you say you discovered America when there were people already over here and a civilization already existed? Indoor housing, indoor running water, swimming pools. How can you say that you discovered a place that was already preoccupied with a different race of people and then exterminate them and then take their place and call yourself Indians? On the Dawes rolls, it calls Edomites Indians because their forefathers bought land for $3 an acre, $5 for 100 acres of land stolen from the indigenous population of people. They were put on the Dawes roll, right? And on their Dawes rolls, it signifies them as the legal owners of that land, which is not true. Thereby, they call themselves Indians. That's the reason why these Edomites say, well, my great grandpa was half Indian. You a goddamn lie.
It's always the Cherokee. They always say, I'm Cherokee. No, there was more tribes than just the Cherokee tribes, and that was the main tribe that was done unto, the Cherokee tribe. All right.
See? And that's the reason why the Most High God in heaven is going to destroy every last one of you Edomite troglodytes. You know? If you take Ancestry.com DNA and you check the Edomite DNA, it'll come back 5% Neanderthal every fucking time.
They admit it.
But then they get mad when we call them cavemen. That's where the fuck you came from. The Caucasus Mountains.
They admit it themselves, you know.
Right. And your original home was Mount Seir. And even that wasn't original.
Because they're too busy calling us monkeys, you know.
Right. They want to call us a bunch of monkeys. How the fuck you going to call me a monkey? You're the one that came out of a cave and climbed trees, climbed mountains better than anybody on earth. You climb trees and mountains better than anybody on the fucking planet, but you want to call us a fucking monkey. You're the hairy, shaggy bastards. If it wasn't for an electric razor or a razor blade or a sharp cutting instrument, you'd be hairy and shaggy all over. You got more hair on your back than you got on your head.
Yeah.
But you want to call us monkeys. Really? If that's the case, and you call us monkeys and chimps, how come there are still monkeys and chimps then? See? You motherfucking Edomites, boy, you got some kind of hysterical bullshit all the time. All the time. Make you bust out laughing for your own ignorance. You honestly believe these lies set up by your fathers. Get Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. Yeah, blow a head gasket, Edomite. I don't give a fuck. I ain't paying for it.
Jeremiah 16 and 19, it says, O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Exactly. And that's the problem. These devils are pissed off because their wickedness is being revealed. Go to Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. I'm going to go to Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 41 on their ass.
Is it 25 and 7?
Yeah, 25 and 7.
Is it 25 and 7? It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Exactly. That veil that is spread over all nations is being lifted. They're being lifted. Go to Nahum chapter 3, verse 4 and 5. I think it is.
Nahum 3
Nahum 3
and 4 says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations, her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame.
Exactly. See, so the Most High has lifted their skirt, okay, and showed the nations their nakedness. How did they do that? Through the Epstein files, man. Everybody knows it now. All these other nations, hell, Iran is making memes about the Epstein files every day. And Melania Trump trying to get ahead of a narrative that she was a whore. And Donald Trump bought her ass. You know, Donald Trump bought Melania Trump. She was a bed wench, right? He bought her and her friend, kicked the friend to the door, and Donald Trump married her. Okay, and that's what she was trying to get out in front of. That information coming out, it's all over the world now. Fuck it. Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 41, verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. Verse 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. Verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Okay? These devils are being reproached and being shamed and being put to shame. Okay? And their skirts are being lifted, and the veil is being lifted on all of their shame and wickedness. Right? Go to Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. Right? We'll stick with the milk scriptures on these crackers. I don't care, man. You know? Because I think we did pretty good by getting that woman and her family to listen to what we had to say and sending them to the apostles and elders of great millstones so she can get edification, and maybe she could enlighten her family to what she needs to do in order to receive salvation. It is entirely possible.
Psalm 50 and 16, it says, but unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee.
Exactly. See, they cast the words behind them. That's why they say the law is done away with. The words of the Most High God are important to any country, any people. Get it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just keep the Psalms. Keep the Psalms. I'm gonna go to.
That's why you see these Jewish people, all right, they practice the law, the Torah, and then they come up with their own book called the Talmud, and it's full of everything contrary, opposite of what's written in the Torah. And even themselves, without the Talmud, all right, they do opposite of what the Torah says. All right, they have a Gentile, all right, a goyim, all right, by they just they do everything contrary to the Torah, the Bible, man. All right, they cast everything behind them. All right, while they keep the covenant and the statutes, their mouth. Kosher pig, uh, fucking Tel Aviv, summer, uh, party. All right, rainbow party. All right, that they do every year.
Yeah, they just had one. These Edomite Caucasians over there in Tel Aviv on the ocean front.
They're about to do it in the I think it's the Caspian Sea or the Red Sea or one of those seas over there because Tel Aviv's getting fucked up, so they have to do it in a different place, man. All right, and the part I forgot what it's called, man. All right, but we all know, all right, Israel they throw this big ass GAY colorful ABCD party, all right,
every year,
man. All right, that's not Torah. That's the opposite of Torah.
Exactly.
That's opposite of the statutes and the covenants of the Lord.
And see, and the Torah, as far as the Talmud is concerned, Talmud says they can have sex with underage children. Where is it at?
Yeah, man. They do oral they do freaking oral circumcision to little babies, man. That's not part of the Torah, you know. That's not part of the Bible. So they're throwing the words of the Lord behind them.
Right. Then if you don't do what the Lord tells you to do, you're the bad guy. Get this, Jewish Talmud, Solomon 15. Even the best of Goyim should all be killed. Yabamoth 98:8. All children of Goyim are animals. So all them little kids that you see walk past here, those people that call themselves Jews and are not, think that they're animals. Okay, I got this straight out of the Babylonian Talmud. Fuck it. Baba Mazia 11:4b. Gentiles, Goys, are not humans. They are beasts. And the people that they call Goyim are American citizens. Okay, they call us the Edomites. The Edomites over here in America are calling them the Edomites. What they both don't understand is they're both Edomites. They've just been spread out calling them different tribes. That's it. Gad Shas, chapter 2, verse 2. A Jew may violate, not marry a Jew girl. Violate, that means rape.
Yeah. And that's
violate means rape. Because that is without her permission. Aboda Zara 36b. Gentile Goy girls are in a state of nida, filth from birth. A state of nida, filth from birth, man. Okay. Sanhedrin 54b. A Jew may have sex with a child as long as the child is less than 9 years old.
And it's to them as if somebody got poked in the eye. Oh, a year later, it's all healed and nothing happened. That's right. What they believe in.
They believe that shit.
That's not Torah. That's not biblical, man. That's the opposite of Torah. So that's them. This is literally these Jewish people literally, all right, take hold of the statutes and the laws of the Lord, but throw the words of the Lord behind them, man. All right. But hey, reading it to you. This is what
we're reading. This is straight out of the Babylonian Talmud, man. That's what them motherfuckers over there, them imposters call themselves Jews. Okay, this is what they believe. This is out of their Bible. Sanhedrin 58b. If a Goy hits a Jew, he must be killed. So if you punch one of these crackers in the fucking mouth or kick their motherfucking ass, right? They say that you must be put to death.
Another precept, I don't even want to say call it a precept. Another saying in the Jewish Talmud is if any Jew teaches a boy anything written in the Talmud shall be put to death. They both shall be put to death, man. All right.
Right.
So we're not even supposed to read the Talmud. Only Jews are supposed to read the Talmud.
Right. Well, I'm a Jew from the tribe of Judah. And the only way you can be from the tribe of Judah is you have to be a Negro, okay, or a Hebrew, Israelite, not a Hebrew Edomite. There's a difference, okay? Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, so they that dwell therein. Verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people. Donald Trump is an unwise king, and he destroys his people. Right? But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay? An unwise king destroys his people. That's what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, Donald Trump, is doing. He's destroying his own fucking people. These people got to work 3 or 4 jobs. They don't know anything about adversity. They don't know anything about doing without. They can't get it. They don't understand it. Okay, these motherfuckers are ready to crash out and leave this life. I seen a TikTok video put up by Hopeful Elect. This chick was talking about, I think I should just check out of this life, man, because I can't go on. Wow.
That's probably the best thing.
Let's talk about she want to commit suicide then.
Yeah, that's what
Because she can't pay her bills. Because she's struggling with 2 jobs and can't keep up. Okay, they just applied the insurance benefits and raised up the insurance benefits as far as the deductible. You see?
Without raising your wage.
Right. They don't give you a cost of living increase anymore. Okay.
We were supposed to get at my job we're supposed to get raises right now during June or something like that during this time, but we didn't get none of that. We gotta wait till October now. All right, to get some a lousy ass 50. No, but what the fuck am I gonna do with 50% when the price of living, goes up at $1 every year?
Shit,
Like
$5
yeah,
now
$5.
with the goddamn cost of oil.
Yeah. And people did the math. All right.
Yeah.
According to the numbers of inflation, hey, everybody or minimum wage should be around $66. To live comfortably. Minimum wage should be $66.
Right. But minimum wage in America is $7.
Yeah, still, like, come on, man.
Okay, if you go through temp services, it's I think it's 10.
Well, what the hell are you gonna do with 10?
What are they doing with that other $55
Yeah.
an hour? You see what I'm saying? These people are robbed and spoiled. They know what it feels like to be robbed and spoiled. Go to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. Right? So this way they can understand where we're coming from. The Most High God chose Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to be his people. Everywhere you go, in every continent, you're going to see us. Ain't nothing no way around it.
I said 22 and 22.
Right.
It says
Isaiah 42 and 22. So go ahead.
It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore.
Exactly. Ain't nobody saying restore the Israelites back to their position as the people above all nations upon the face of the earth. They want to keep all the Negroes down, keep their foot on their neck, keep them oppressed, keep them in error from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Because as long as we're in error of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, they get to keep rulership over us. Let's go prove it. Let's go to the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. Right? And whilst they sin not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, that hateth iniquity, was with them. Right? So as long as we keep the law, statutes, commandments, the Most High God with us. But as soon as we go off, the Most High God is going to punish us by putting these Edomite Caucasians to rule over us. And that's what's been happening for 500 years. And as long as these devils they figured it out. And as long as they put error and stumbling blocks before our face, drugs, alcohol, our women talking back to us, being disobedient, disrespectful, okay, whatever, then these bastards get to continue to rule over us.
That's the natural state of an Edomite. A caveman, barefoot. I saw him walking across the river.
Right.
Barefoot. Shoot. I don't know if hey, these Edomites don't shower. There's this one coworker, this Edomite coworker. She says she showers twice a month. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And how do you not stink? Or how are you like not in the hospital? This is disgusting, man.
Right. But see, this is the Edomites. This is their natural way. These
just
motherfuckers take a bath or take a shower once every 2 weeks.
They don't.
Okay, they don't feel like they need to, or they'll say, "I forgot." Okay, these people are unclean, man. It's the leprosy of the skin. Their translucent skin. They have a lack of vitamin D. Vitamin D would provide melanin to protect them from sunlight, but it no longer protects them.
Brown and brown.
It was taken from them. Okay. Yeah. Brown and blacks are the Israelites.
Proud and proud.
Okay. You know, these Edomites don't have nothing to be proud of.
I thought that was my cousin.
Right.
My bad.
Judah chapter 7, 5, verse 17. Whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered because their God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, hateth iniquity, was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. That's what happened to the Byzantine Empire during the Renaissance period. The Renaissance means rebirth. Okay, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomites. Okay, during that time, we were at battles with these Edomite shaggy cavemen. They used to call them wood wolves or wild men. Walk around butt fucking naked, hairy and shaggy, hairy leg, hairy back, hairy face, hairy every goddamn thing. Shaggy bastards, right? They had lice, all of that shit. That was a common occurrence, especially during the Renaissance period, the period of enlightenment. They started whitewashing history. Okay, when they started whitewashing history, Queen of England had lice in her hair. She would take off that wig and her hair would fall out into the fucking plate. That was horrible, man. That's the wickedness of these Edomite Caucasian devils, God damn it. If these motherfuckers take a bath once a month, they're blessed. Okay? They're nasty, they're uncouth, they stink, and when they're wet, they smell like a wet animal. Okay? They're troglodytes. Remember, 5% of these people's DNA is a goddamn part Neanderthal. That's straight out of Ancestry.com, God damn it. It's true. Go look. You think I'm full of shit? Why do you think they don't want to take a DNA test over in Israel?
Why do you think they're always hiking and hunting animals and out in the shit cave diving? You know, they get stuck in caves and they
Right.
love it. They love it, man.
What was it? 124 hours. The dude's arm was stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, he had to bite his own arm off just to get free, or he was gonna starve to death.
They be saying like, man, it's just something. I got a fetish of getting in between small, tiny crevices of rocks and stone. Yeah, I love it. And then they get stuck in there and they never see Peter ever again. John ever again.
Right? But you don't hear nothing about that though.
Oh, it's all over TikTok. Hey, these Edomites, they're the Neanderthal, they're the caveman. All right, those that dwell in the clefts of the rocks. They fit the description. The white man fits the
They
description.
fit the biblical description of an Edomite.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they fit. And they fit the description and the carnal sense of the world of a fucking caveman. Everything fits these devils, man. And then when we point it out, we're the bad guy. If they point it out, that's part of science class, right? But if we point it out, we're the bad guy. That's crazy. Judith chapter 5, verse 18. But when they departed from the way which their God had appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now are they returned unto their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Right? That's the part of Israel when we take over our land. Okay? Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. But if no iniquity be in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their God defend them and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So as long as these devils keep us in error of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, they continue to rule. Okay? That's the reason why they put the stumbling blocks in front of us all the time. As soon as we leave our city blocks, they put up stumbling blocks everywhere to keep your mind off the Most High. That's the plan. That was always the plan, right? And then they get mad because a nigger knows the Bible. What the hell? It's the end of the world.
It literally
Right?
is the end of the world.
It literally is the end of the world.
Jake, Christ, Jake,
Okay.
Jake was the beginning of it that followed, man. All right. We're at the end of Esau's kingdom.
Right. Let's go over here to Isaiah 47. Yeah, read it. Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Which of those images fit the description?
Well, I think it might be that one.
Okay, it might be. That's what the description says. Fine brass burned in a furnace. If you look on the other side, it's a vessel of what fine brass would look like. See what the fine brass looks like?
Yeah.
It's gold, and then when you put it in the furnace, it's dark brown, copper color. You see?
Yeah.
See? So these are the Most High God's chosen people. Jesus Christos es el negro, no blanco.
Es mentiroso.
Turtle.
Pero no.
Turtle.
Right.
No, that's you.
That's that.
Oh, man.
Do it, right? I do. It's you. I got it. See you, right? Oh, yeah. Don't think on that on. You want to see?
Right?
Vámonos.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yep, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So when the Most High's only begotten Son come back upon the earth, okay, he's not going to be like he was the first time when you strung him up on a fucking tree and crucified him, running 2-foot nails through his hands and his feet, and poking him in the rib cage with a 10-foot post.
You're right with the Lord.
Okay, he's coming back as a supernatural angelic being. Okay, with spiritual power, and he's going to destroy these devils from off the face of the earth.
The Lord's coming.
He's coming back with the angels of heaven.
Brown and proud.
Okay, in the chariots
People on top.
that these devils call clouds,
It's not happening right now.
right? Or they call UFOs. It's called clouds in the Holy Scriptures, but these devils call them UFOs, an unidentified aerial phenomenon. You see?
That's why it's
Okay, let's go to Romans chapter 15,
Talking about.
verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. The hope of the Holy Scriptures was written for our learning. In order for us to wake up here in these last days, it wasn't written for everybody on the planet. That's the reason why you have all of these misconstruations of the Holy Scriptures, saying that God loves everybody. It's bullshit. Okay? First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
I'm okay.
Okay? They've always sought to whitewash history, to change everything around to their benefit.
Quito. Pero espérate, aguanta. Momento. Que no joda. Oye,
Right? Now let's get Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariot shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. Okay? Because the chariots of the Most High God shall come up as clouds, as it is written in Isaiah 19, verse 1. Let's get it. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, is America. Babylon. Okay, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right? The heart of Egypt is already melting because they can't pay their bills, they can't pay their rent, they can't pay for shit, and everything is twice as expensive as it was 6 months ago, and they can't afford to live. These Edomites are getting put out in the street. They don't know what to do. Okay? They're crashing out all over America. I ain't gonna lie. I read the Holy James Bible. I read it right to that. Right? Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right? So Yahweh Mashiach speaks in righteousness. He is the only one that's mighty enough to save us from our iniquities by the shedding of his blood and coming back as a holy angelic being to receive unto us himself. Okay, by his servants, his angels, right? Like it says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. Right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Okay? Now, the reason why the Bible refers to clouds, which would be the chariots of the Most High God, refers to them as clouds. These Edomites refer to them as unidentified aerial phenomenon and UFOs. Okay? That is how the Israelites are going to be saved from America, Babylon the Great, those that believe on his name. Other than that, it ain't going to happen. Wow. How does that work, man? Okay, that's fine. Not a Bible for that. I mean, Satan's a motherfucker, boy. He'll try to stop you by any means necessary. Fuck motherfucker, it ain't gonna work. Okay. Going back to Isaiah, because I was so rudely cut off. Yep, that ain't gonna work either, faggot. Isaiah chapter 63. I ain't better do nothing. You're gonna do what I tell you to do when the kingdom comes. Like a good little slave. Won't you, puppy? Like a little puppy dog, yeah? That's exactly what you're gonna do. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right? Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? Meaning, why are your clothes covered in blood? Right? Why are your clothes covered in blood? Well, he's coming back from Masra, the Basra of the Hebrew prophets, which is America, Babylon the Great, and he's kicking everybody's in the ass. All these heathen nations, they're being destroyed. That's why. Right? Verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the heart of my redeemed, and the year of my redeemed is come. Right? Let's go back over here to Isaiah chapter 34. Verse 1. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. Salakia. Okay. Okay. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them to the slaughter. Okay. This is a biblical prophecy that has not yet happened yet. Okay. That's the reason why we say all of the Holy Scriptures, all one jot, one tittle of the Holy Scriptures will not be taken away until all be fulfilled. They haven't all been fulfilled. Okay? Isaiah chapter 34, verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. How are their mountains going to be melted with blood? With thermonuclear heat, right? These devils are sending these heathen over over into the valley of Jehoshaphat to fight against the last battle on the face of the earth. Okay. Verse 4. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. The only way that the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll is that a nuclear plume cloud or a nuclear dust cloud that rolls up from a nuclear explosion. Okay. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf from falling from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Okay. Now I know most of you have seen that movie with Sarah Connor in Terminator 2 when that thermonuclear weapon hit New York or LA, wherever she was at, and she was on the fence, right? And the nuclear hit, all of her flesh came off her bones. There was nothing, right? That's where it's talking about. All their hosts shall fall down as the leaf that falleth from the vine, and up as a falling fig from the fig tree. Right? Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And Idumea is Greek for Edom. Right? So wherever these Edomites dwell, they're going to meet their end with a thermonuclear explosion. Okay? And upon my people, the people of my curse to judgment. The people of the Most High's curse to judgment are the Edomites. Right? Like it says in Malachi chapter 1. Let's go get it. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Behind me, you see those Edomites on the sidewalk, right? They were filming us earlier, taking pictures, right? You know, these are individuals that take and drink blood more than likely. Witches, warlocks, more than likely. Okay, that's who they are. Okay, this is their heaven, where they can do whatever they want to whomever they want in the name of white privilege and white supremacy, right? And the law is on their side. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So that's the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. Okay, so these devils are done, man. They're finished. It's just a matter of time before the Most High done had enough. Let's go get Psalms. Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of the Most High God are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and the Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Right? Now, the holy place where Sinai would be, remember the Sinai was a mountain, and above that mountain was a cloud that covered it, that roared with lightning and thunder, and it burned red hot, and smoke came off the top of it. Right? Where was that mountain at? And the clouds. Okay. Psalms chapter 68, verse 34. Ascribe ye strength unto the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. His excellency is over Israel, and his strength is in the clouds. Okay? So people don't understand this holy scriptures, man. Let's go get Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came up out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding in itself. Right? So clearly they had fire, okay, or smoke that was being pushed out of the bottom of the chariot and being sucked back up in the chariot. Okay, that may have been fourth energy. How the fuck do we know? Right? Ezekiel was simply trying to describe what he knew, okay, by what he saw, by the words that he had as descriptive words of that time that he was in. Okay? And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came up out of the north, right? A great cloud, and a fire enfolding in itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof was the color of amber out of the midst of the fire. That was the same color of the chariot that flew over my house back in 2018. Okay, I sent a comment on the comment board of Elder Malcolm back then. Okay, that chariot that flew over the top of my house. It was quiet as a church mouse. It didn't make a sound. Okay, I was not hallucinating. I was simply looking up in the clouds to see how beautiful the winter night was. It was a clear night, and you could see all the stars. And then the chariot in Ezekiel chapter 1 flew over the top of my house, man. Okay, you know the lamps back in the 1970s that used to hang in your grandma's living room over her divan, right? That funny looking that she had up there with the chain that went down in the wall, right? That's what that chariot looked like that went over the top of my house, man. Okay. Verse 5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of four living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, right? So clearly they had 2 arms and 2 feet, right? And 1 head, the likeness of a man, right? And everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, right? Now these are angels, ministering spirits, and ministers of flaming fire, right? These are what angels are, man. If you were to see an angel face to face, you would probably die. Your body would fall down to the ground, and your spirit would go give immediate account of what was done in that body immediately standing in the face of Yahweh Shai. In other words, your soul would leave your body. It would immediately leave
Every Sunday
if you saw an angel face to face.
around this time.
Okay? That's the kind of power that they wield, walking in and out from before the face of the Most High God who created all things. You people need to understand that.
We go there sometimes if we're not out here, but you can find us out or something on Sunday. I keep like with 2 channels because when we're not doing this
Verse 7,
every day,
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was the sole of a calf's foot.
all right,
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. What does burnished brass look like? Burnished brass or burnished copper. Okay? Because if you burn brass, it's going to come out copper colored. Okay? Now remember, these angels came out of the chariot of the Lord and with the likeness of a man with the skin of burnished copper. Okay? So they had the dew of heaven on them, meaning they had the sheen of sweat on their skin. They glistened in the night. Okay? As the moonlight and the color of the amber chariot that they were rolling in had was off their skin. These are the descriptive words that Ezekiel had at that time, man. And as far as their feet, like the sole of a calf's feet, okay, you know how ninja have those certain boots that that are split at the big toe, and then the rest of their foot
the Lord said,
have the other toes. That's what the boots that they were wearing.
let the Lord
Okay,
fight your battles.
they had an armor.
There's been a lot of
They were the angels of heaven, man. They have to protect themselves from the great majesty that is God. Okay, that's what the wings are for, to protect them from His majesty and His power. Okay, they stand in awe and majesty of His awesome might, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They need no sleep, nor do they need rest. Okay,
let the Lord fight. Let the Lord rise up to the plate. This raise that makes that sounds. People be like, yeah, I'm a man.
verse 10.
All right.
As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle. Now, if you go back in that movie, Riddick, right? The dude that was the king of the Underverse had that same type of mask on. He had a mask of a man that was smiling. He had the mask of a man that was angry, and then he had his mask in front. Okay, that was the helmet that they were wearing. Try to show you what the descriptive words of what these angels are like, and nobody believes you. Okay, we break it as we can. Okay, using the English language, and we break down each individual word by description, by definition, so this way we could get the real true meaning of what's going on. That's what gave us the testicular fortitude to come out here and preach these words. Okay, because of the outpouring of the Holy Spirit as servants and handmaids, because the Most High promised that in the last days that He would pour out His Spirit upon His servants and His handmaids. He would pour His Spirit out upon all flesh. The old men shall dream dreams, the young men shall see visions, and the young women shall prophesy. Right? So those are the 2/3 of the people that are going to wake up, but then go into cognitive denialism and cognitive dissonance and deny that the children of Israel are melanated, that have skin of burnished copper, that angels have skin as burnished brass, okay, which is as fine brass burned in the furnace. Okay?
Not saying it's
Let's go get Psalms 104, verse 4. Psalms 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? I'll turn your device back around. I had it on you because you were over there teaching.
Okay.
You know. Right? Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? Who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flaming fire? That's what Ezekiel was trying to explain. Right? Right? Who laid the foundations of the earth that it should not be removed forever? Who covers it with the deep as with a garment? Water stood above the mountains. And see, that goes back to the flood doctrine. Okay? The flood covered up all the mountains. Mount Vesuvius, Mount St. Helens, the mountain at Yellowstone Park, Mount Fuji, Mount what is it? Mount Everest, Mount all of that shit.
The Andes Mountains.
The Andes Mountains, all of that shit was covered with water.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim is amazing. Okay. Shit, we'll never get to the bottom of all the things that he has created. I think that's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, but my phone charged out, so I can't go get it. Hold on. Let's go get Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. Right? See, so Zechariah in a different time period described the chariots of Israel as a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. It's 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. Right? Now, this curse, which of these chariots, can be seen. You can pick up a chariot on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all over the earth.
You see it on YouTube, TikTok, all these videos of so-called UFOs.
Right. They got a brother at GMS Word of Life. That's all he makes is UFO videos.
I gotta check them out.
Yeah. Then he said to me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So the chariots are going to cut Esau off on this side. And then on the other side, they're going to make sure that he's still cut off from all of his power. Esau Edom shall never be renowned. Right? Go to Job chapter 11, verse 20. Right? Esau Edom is going to be cut off. These Edomite Caucasians, their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost. That's the only hope they got of redemption, is to die. Okay? And when they come back in the reincarnation, they're going to be put back in the chains. Go for it, brother.
Verse 12. Job 11, verse 12, it says, for vain man would be wise, though man be born like a wild ass's colt. If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hands toward him, if an
11 and 20.
Oh, slack it. It says, but the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost.
Right. So when these Edomites have been enslaved, okay, that's their only hope, is to die in slavery, heat stroke, heart attack, stroke, because we're going to work them literally to death.
Yeah.
Okay, they did it to us. Okay, what happened to Seneca City and in the midst of New York City? They call it Central Park now. They covered up a city filled with black folks and their bodies and covered it up with a fucking national park. Okay, Lake Lanier used to be what was the name of that city? It was a black town. Okay, this is us trying to come away from these Edomites and raise our own children and feed our own people and have our own banking system. Look what they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street. They covered up everything. Look what they have in that Rosewood, Florida. Okay, these are just some of the accounts that were recorded of the wickedness of what these devils had done to the children of Israel. They tried to come away from the way of Babylon the Great and their wickedness. Okay,
And that's why when you drive south,
and to separate themselves from these Edomite Caucasians, but these Edomites couldn't stand it, and they exterminated us, burned our houses down, raped our women, killed our children, hung our kids and hung our sons from a tree for fun, for sport. They saying that it's a long time ago. Get over it. That's what they say. We're gonna see when they're put in chains, because Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, when he gets back, he's coming back to put their ass in chains for 1,000 years. Every day. They ain't gonna never get a break. The only break, if they do get, will be on the Sabbath. And it's only for 12 hours. Other than that, that's the only day off they're gonna get. For 24 hours. Oh, they're gonna get 12, half a day. That's it. From sundown to sundown. Yeah, it's 12, 24 hours, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's once a week. That's it. We're gonna work you to death from sun up to sundown every other day of the week.
not right now, but when the Lord returns.
When the Lord returns,
Because I know people be like, "Oh, you're gonna do this to the white man." Like, we're not doing nothing.
we can't do nothing of our own power.
So who are you guys?
We're Hebrew Israelites.
We're the Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. We've always been the Hebrew Israelites. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, did everything he could to cover up history and whitewash history and to claim that they were us and we were them.
Yeah, but we.
Do you see that Edomite blue-eyed devil over there that you can worship every Sunday? The person that you're supposed to worship every Sunday sits next to him. That's what he truly looks like. Not that Edomite Caucasian over there with long hair like a bitch. Paul the Apostle said it's a shame for a man to have.
Hold on, but my question is, everybody has a name, like a tribe name or something. That's what I'm asking. I mean,
I'm the tribe of Issachar.
Right. Okay, back up, man. Let's show it.
I'm of the tribe of Issachar.
Okay. Here's the 12 tribe sign right here. Okay, Judah, the Negroes.
which one do you belong?
Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. Judah, the Negroes. Hold on, like to you.
Hold on for a second. If you don't belong,
Wait.
let me ask.
Okay, let you
Calm
know.
down. Come
Go
on.
ahead.
Take it easy. Take it easy. If you don't belong to any of them, that's okay. Okay. I'm just asking. Go ahead.
I did the research already. It's too late.
I'm not judging you, man. I'm
That's
trying
not-
to talk to
I'm
you.
not asking.
okay?
Yes,
Wait, hold on. Argentina, Chile.
Italian and
That doesn't matter
Italian.
right now.
It doesn't matter.
Um,
We're Italians and we're Italian. Yeah, no.
Indians,
Yeah.
Levi are the Haitians.
mhm.
Simeon are the Dominicans. Zebulon are the Guatemalans and Panamanians. Ephraim are the Puerto Ricans. Manasseh are the Cubans. Gad are the North American Indians.
Well,
You're missing a lot of
that is-
things.
I feel you, but I disagree in something. I disagree. May I?
Okay, we're not asking you to agree or disagree.
Okay. Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I disagree 100%, but my point is that talking about this, what you already said is that,
Come here, baby.
for example, I was born in Cuba. Right?
Okay. Then you're more
No,
than likely.
no. Hold on. Yeah, I feel you, but let me go. I was born in Cuba,
Okay.
but maybe because the 12 tribes.
Come here, sissy.
Oh, 12 tribes.
The 12 tribes or whatever, or he doesn't, or whomever doesn't belong to there. Everybody is mixing the war. My point is that not a specific Cuban people,
Yeah, this is
they
Not
will
about-
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Maybe in Cuba there is a group also from other
Hey,
side.
that-
Let's say.
that's
Okay, they
but-
might be.
Yeah.
a lot of
We're not right.
our
Yeah.
Israelites,
But
their bloodline.
other
goes
than
back,
that,
Yeah, I think
Uh,
other than that,
it's because
you mentioned something here about
look
what is your
Don't
mission?
look like-
What is your mission, guy? Because you have a mission.
Our mission
No.
is to wake up
That means
our
all
people,
of the children of the Most High.
Negroes,
All
Latinos, and Native
Good.
Americans
the-
to the fact that they
Israelites
are the Israelites of the
scattered
Holy Bible, that they
in a month,
come
like
out
you,
from
act
being
like you,
practicing,
that's what happened
Babylonians,
in the New Testament.
meaning American citizens.
And what was going on?
Why are you trying to
The-
practice
the
to be
pop-
an
the
American
Test-
citizen when
the Lord
Americans
said,
are going straight into the
Choose
shitter?
first those that look
know
like
the
you.
Bible.
It's time to repent.
So much to get
Destruction
matter.
of any kingdom on the face of the earth.
Hey,
The most high Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua sends
They-
forth his servant
Bible,
prophets.
right? As a
He
faith,
raises us up.
right?
He educates us.
Like I hate
He calls us to go
Yeah.
forth
What is
to
your
explain to the people what
Not
they need to
everybody
do
has
in order
full
to
understanding
bring punishment.
of the Bible.
What
The
is your
Bible was written in
prophet?
parables
Hmm?
and a very
What is your
understand.
prophet? What is your God? Who is your
These
God?
writings that I'm
My
writing
God
are
is
gonna be
Yahweh
very
by Hashem Yahushua,
understand.
Okay.
the real name
The
of
Lord
the
has
Father.
blessed A certain
Okay.
set of men are with the Holy
But-
Spirit.
Hold on.
The truth of the Bible.
Yahweh.
And we're right here.
This is the name of my
Pastor-
God. You ask, I'm telling you.
But yeah, hey,
Yah,
hey, I think you guys are
Yahweh,
like Sicilians.
which means
You know,
the name of the Father.
Yahweh,
Yahweh, which means he is, he will be, he exists.
What?
That's what this thing means. From right to left, left to right.
But you guys are
No,
Hebrews.
this is the
Only in
ancient
Israel,
Hebrew, Hebrew language.
it's sort of
Uh,
high, Don't
Okay,
stick-
the Assyrian
actually
script
stick by
was stolen
and
from the
here we have
Latinos and
hey,
Native
we love it
Americans
down.
when the
It's-
Edomite Caucasians came and stole
So,
this land from
that's a
us.
You know that
that's a spirit.
in the Hebrew of today, it's
Today, in bastardized language, Greek,
I'm Italian. I'm Sicilian.
Aramaic,
I'm northern.
German,
And
Dutch,
the English,
I
it's mixed
Black
with
Irish.
German, right?
Aramaic,
That's the
and Greek.
yes.
that's the
In the Dark Ages, they call it the Dark Ages.
Bastardized. Exactly. That's Yiddish. That's
But-
what these Edomites call
And then the
Hebrew.
white man,
there is a
Asians,
this
came
group.
out of the Caucasus Mountain
Then-
and took story and whitewashed the images.
Yeah,
They
Ah,
got themselves into royalty by
Hebrew.
marriage,
Marriage.
all right,
Right.
and then they
They use
just
the
took
Hebrew
over
with the Masoretic vowel points.
but
The Masoretic vowel points are those dots and dashes that you see on the Hebrew,
like
okay, above and below the Hebrew,
of
which effectively changes the correct pronunciation of
That's
the word.
That's the
white.
the
No.
power. That's
They're
the
vowel
No.
points. They're Masoretic vowel points, exactly.
So,
Test,
but again,
but by the spirit.
did
You
you
know?
know that there's more than 70 names?
Anything.
That's
God
hey,
is,
Okay,
your lineage,
right.
your lineage, all right, your bloodline,
Most
bloodline,
Yahweh.
all right, you know,
Yahweh Nisi, Yahweh
has to-
Abijah,
all
whatever.
right, that spirit
Okay,
is
that's what
with
the beginning of the
bloodline,
name is going to be.
you know?
It's Yahweh.
All right,
Okay, which means he is, he exists.
that's
Yahweh
why
means
it's different,
Yahweh Shah, which means
there's
he
different types
delivers,
of
he
life,
saves,
you know?
he is salvation.
Yeah, there's different.
yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. But again,
Yeah.
the question is, do you know that there's more than one?
They have
How many
they have so
How many names do you have?
Right?
You only have one name, right? You have one name, right?
Me?
Yes.
Ah, you asking me personally? Ah, yeah. Well, I think I have. Anyway,
Come on.
you know what? I don't know. Two or three, but I feel you. Let's say that.
The Lord told us
What's
the
name?
Lord's name,
God doesn't change.
raise up
The most high
seven
doesn't
spirits.
change. He gives you one name.
The Lord
That's
gave,
it.
Don't.
Okay, our job
Nobody's gonna.
is to enlighten our people.
gave a man.
Or 2 being punished by the Son of God when he gets here.
If you see men
Because
like
when he
that,
comes here, he's coming back to
the
destroy. He's not coming back to save
Yeah.
anyone
they-
but the
they-
elect.
money-
That's
They-
it.
Yeah.
Israel.
we're out here,
Israel.
Okay,
Like,
people that are in Israel are imposters.
get back to the Lord, repent,
Okay,
Wow.
they are
Alright.
imposters.
and so the Lord can save us.
Well,
Because He commands us, all right, to come out here and wake up
they don't believe
to get right
in the Son of the Most High God.
here or forbear. If you believe it or not,
Okay, they are frauds.
if you go out,
Okay,
the rest of your life, not
you can take a picture.
Hey,
Take a
here's
picture
the
of that. I want you to take a picture. Take
Hey,
1,000. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They've also
Hey, the Lord
whitewashed history.
Hold on,
You
let
love
me-
me.
Yeah, take a picture of that, and then come over here and take a picture of that.
My
They gonna catch.
540. All right.
Hey man,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but you can do whatever you want to. You grow.
The Lord wasn't a white.
And it tells me-
What does the sign say, man?
Huh?
It
What does the
describes-
sign say? What Revelation? What is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9?
So,
Yeah,
But
But
what
what
the-
what it's like Catholic Church done put in
So you are-
everybody's minds that the ones that
What is
that
anti-Semitic?
wipe the Bible. What the
Anti-Semitic.
Bible about that.
well,
The-
you,
From the
they-
bloodline of Shem.
you are
No, wait.
Jewish people.
No. I am
What they
from the
don't know.
bloodline of Shem. There were three brothers: Japheth, Shem,
Yeah, man.
and Ham. Ham
That-
has the
that's-
curse
That's what happened
of his father Noah
during the
for
reign of
uncovering
Solomon,
his
when the
nakedness.
white man came out of the cave.
Shem and Japheth
They-
covered up his father's nakedness.
They painted over
Thereby,
the true images
Noah
of the Lord.
cursed Ham,
They got those books.
okay,
They
by
destroyed
letting him
all
know,
the
hey, look,
artifacts.
you're going to be a
They
slave
and
with
all
the
the
to
castle.
your brothers forever.
They made it.
Okay, let's go put this sign over here alone.
Just-
Okay, now you're taking pictures and shit. I'm trying to show you, you just ain't keeping up. Don't get mad at me.
But
Hold on, wait.
but what you say that you
It's impossible. It's impossible for you to call me anti-Semitic
He showed
because I am from the bloodline of Shem.
base things
Okay,
to confound
through
things
Abraham.
wise and mighty.
So
They
how
just-
can you call me anti-Semitic?
Walk by us, they
These
go,
Edomite
"Our food,
Caucasians
our mind."
are calling everybody anti-Semitic to cover themselves in the wickedness that they do.
Sense.
Let's read a little bit about the Jewish Talmud, shall we?
Because hey,
Okay.
the Bible
What does the Sanhedrin
is
say?
greater than wisdom of
Even the best of Goyim should all be killed, right? Okay, all the best of the Goyim should be killed. This is what these people believe.
so
Hold on, wait. Let's finish. Okay, all children of Goyim are animals,
the Lord has to
right?
truly deal with you.
This is what those people believe. They
you are
believe that you are an animal.
It's not.
you are in Talmud. You are in the Talmud.
It's not.
No,
a-
I'm not in the Talmud. This
Yeah.
This is their book.
It's just the Lord's
This is
dealing
what
with
they
me.
believe.
You're showing the Talmud. That's what.
Yeah, so what?
Okay.
Right, prophet.
Do you know that the Talmud is not what you think? It's not. You cannot interpret the Talmud easy. You
I
to
am
study
going to. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I studied it. I studied it. Look, this is what I took out of the Talmud.
You study by yourself.
This is the wickedness that I took out of the Talmud. Or else I would not
I
have
got you. Let me respond. Let me
Let me tell you, defend them sons of
Yo.
bitches, and I ain't gonna defend them.
And the Lord,
These bastards right here, these motherfuckers are not God's chosen people.
the Lord is gonna.
They stole that.
Hold on. Let me
Okay,
let me go here and then we go there again.
okay.
So you are in the Talmud. Okay. You said that you studied. Did you study the Talmud with the rabbis?
I don't need to study the Talmud with a rabbi. Make
Right.
some rabbi
Wait,
being he's a goddamn Edomite.
Because you're not a
If
rabbi.
he's a fucking Edomite, why do I need to study under him? Be a rabbi.
Because let me explain. Let me
Okay,
respond.
yeah, I'm trying to explain and respond then. Because
Okay.
you clearly are Catholic,
Huh?
or are you one of them? Are you one of them? What you say you from Manasseh?
Huh?
You say you're Cuban. You were born in Cuba,
I
right?
was born in Cuba.
Okay, you were born in Cuba. So how are you one of them? Or is one of these individuals your father or grandfather?
Because I convert to the Judaism.
Oh, so you converted to Judaism.
So I'm Jew.
Okay, you're not a Jew.
Huh?
Okay, you are from the tribe of Manasseh. It will never change. If your father's father
Listen,
is a Cuban,
that's another.
that's where you're from.
Okay. Now I'm gonna again explain something.
You can't convert to a family bloodline
Explain.
and inheritance.
And
Yeah.
who told you?
That's-
It is by blood. It's always been by blood. This is a family inheritance.
The book
The
of the
covenant of Abraham says it goes back.
Oh,
to the Lord. You're not
oh,
controlling me.
oh,
You can't control me. You understand?
Eh?
Look, Saint Hedges
Let me
54 says
But let me explain you.
a Jew may have
Hey,
sex. Wait a
let me
minute. So it's
explain you.
okay. It's okay for you to have sex with a 9-year-old girl?
Huh?
Is it okay for you to have sex with a 9-year-old girl?
I mean that you
Ask
do
the
not-
question. Answer the goddamn question or leave me alone, man.
No,
That's what you need to do, man.
no,
You
that's
need to
not
answer the
true.
question
That's
or
not
leave me alone.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
I understand Hedges.
That's-
That's what you believe in. You say you
that's-
converted to Judaism, right? Didn't he?
That's your interpretation. It's not. It's
My interpretation. No, that's what you just said. Now you're trying to claim I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Oh my God, they're anti-Semitic. Man, go away.
Look. Let me explain something to you about the blood and that thing. You said that you're not you because it's not blood. You don't need to be. You don't need to be a son, a daughter. Sorry for my English, it's slow. You don't need to be exactly from blood. For example, I'm gonna get. For example, You are a Christian, right? You're a
No.
Christian.
No, sir. We're,
But
we're,
what-
we're Hebrew Israelites.
Huh?
Just told you.
We're Hebrew Israelites.
When when you became a
Ever since we were born.
We've always been
your
Christians.
father?
Hebrew Israelite too. He just believed in Christianity, but he was Hebrew Israelite.
But where
Yeah, just like you Israelite too.
where he was
If
born.
you're answer,
No, let me
Oh, it does.
man respond.
Hey, the
You
Bible-
asked me, hey,
the Bible says the land-
hey, you both asked me where I was born,
Hey,
and I respond.
we don't care.
Let
man.
me I need to explain.
Okay.
let him
I need
explain.
to explain.
My bad.
Where are you born? Here, where?
In
He's
Wichita,
trying to
Kansas.
defend
Okay,
Judaism.
where are your father born and your mom?
Wichita, Kansas.
Okay, they practice the Hebrew, right?
They practice Christianity. My mom Catholicism.
So there you go. How you became a Hebrew? Because you said that you're not a Christian. You said that you were a Hebrew.
Have you read the New Testament?
Huh?
Have you read the New Testament?
Of course,
There was Israelites were
of course.
You say you
Before I became Jew, I was a 7-day Adventist church. And guy, what is your name? Sorry,
there's no
what is your name, sir?
my name is
Hey,
Matazal.
I don't
My
come here.
name is Matazal Lacan.
I don't.
want to get off
Hey,
the mic, man, and stand up and talk.
That's okay. I don't came here to
No.
argue. Okay,
Okay.
don't take
Let's
it.
prove.
I'm
Let's
not
prove
pretending
that there's a
to-
bloodline and heritage to Abraham.
Trust
Right?
me, it is. Oh,
just because if you don't believe it, just because you don't
Man.
believe you're Hebrew Israelite doesn't mean you're not.
let me get the point.
Okay, let's get
You are the guy here. I'm a client right now. I need respond. I'm half question. Okay. That's how I learn. That's why we learn at least in the Judaism. We can disagree, but we can talk. We don't fight. I'm not attacking you. I'm just we are talking about the idea. Okay. I'm not attacking you personal. I'm not attacking you personal.
It's an idea.
This is a philosophy. Okay.
Oh, so Judaism is an idea.
Hold on. No. I'm talking about that. Don't take it personal because you don't allow me to ask you things.
Go ahead.
He already told me that I'm not you. Okay. And how you became a Hebrew. If that doesn't make sense. Because he said that I'm not the blood, whatever, and how
Can you convert to Judaism through your mother?
eh?
Wait a minute. You converted to Judaism through your mother. That's how you do it, right? Through your mother's side of the
Hey,
family.
I'm telling you, that's
That's how
not
you
the
do
way it works today. I'm
That's
explaining
what I was
to you.
told.
Okay. And I'm telling you, and I'm explaining you, it's not the way it works. You can be Jewish if you want. You just need to study for the period of time, 1-2 years, whatever. If you understand, blah blah blah, with a rabbi, you got the bar mitzvah and you convert.
Hey,
Okay.
You are a-
that's the case for Judaism.
but
We have rabbis too.
hold on. But
We call them our elders and
hold on.
apostles.
But
Of great
before we finish, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Talking about conversion, but let me tell you, I
was
like the unique that I can do whatever you want. Give me a wish. Give me a wish.
I wish you go away.
Okay. When I come in the second time,
That's a wish, right?
hey, when I come in the second time, that's easy. Why he didn't it the first time?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why he didn't it the first time?
What the Lord and Savior did?
Huh?
The Lord and Savior?
He shed his blood
That's-
once.
no, I'm saying
Once
it's-
and for all.
you're talking about-
And those individuals, he shed his blood
That's,
for the elect. Okay,
let me tell you, back in the day, we
Okay.
love you, man.
okay, go away.
That's
my wish. See you.
Man,
That's my wish.
you have a
Go
lot.
away.
Why you hate, man? Why you hate?
See them?
Why you hate?
See them?
That is a hate. That's
Okay.
your God. That's your God. The God of hate instead love.
Wow.
That's your God. I don't want your God.
Romans chapter 9, verse 13 says,
That's your God.
love,
That's the
but
God that you
Esau
follow.
I hate
That's
it.
the God that you follow. I don't want that God.
We can explain it to you. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
If you got time.
Guys, I don't know if you have common sense, but
I got
That's-
intelligence.
that-
That's lack of
Hey
intelligence.
man, leave the
Huh?
kid alone, man.
Lack of intelligence.
How's it lack of intelligence when it says in the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 13?
so their God.
Romans 9 and
He hates
13 says,
Because I'm Jew.
okay,
Huh?
Jacob have I loved,
Yeah.
but Esau have I hated.
What's that?
And Malachi chapter 1, verse 1 says, The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel.
Their
by the
God,
prophet
their
Malachi.
God hates
I have loved you,
my
saith
God,
the
teach
Lord.
me how to love them.
Yet ye say,
And how to
wherein hast
love-
thou loved us?
What have you done
Was
for the
not
Christian?
Esau Jacob's brother,
What
saith the Lord?
hey, what
Yet
is
I love Jacob,
how many
and I've hated Esau.
how many
And
Christians?
I've laid his
Hey.
inheritance and his heritage waste
Hey,
for the
what have-
dragons of
what
the
have-
wilderness.
Hey, what have you done for the Christian that are dying for in the hands of Islamic?
Preaching doing what the Lord
What are you doing? And we, Israel and Jewish people, are in the front of the line,
Right,
defending
shoot
people
everybody,
and
men,
doing
women,
whatever
and
we have to
children,
do to
men
defend.
and women and
If
children,
somebody,
and
if somebody,
shoot them too.
if somebody,
Right?
hey,
Hey, that's on the internet.
if somebody comes, hey, if somebody comes here to attack you, I'm gonna defend you. Versus, you hate me and you want me
I
dead.
have a little bit of martial arts expertise. I'm not worried about
Sorry, man.
I know what your ass. I know what your ass.
That's why the world is how it is. Because
The
you
earth has been
spread
given into the
hate.
hands of the wicked.
You spread
Job
hate.
chapter 9,
And
verse 24.
the Torah says, if you don't bless
Who
Israel,
runs the world?
Hmm.
Jewish people. The earth has been given
bless,
into the hands of
bless Israel,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna bless you.
I'm never going to bless. an
Man,
apostle.
I came
Jewish
here.
people run the
I
world.
came here
The
in
earth
the
has been given into the hands of
I
the
came
wicked.
here in the life to talk.
Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9.
He's playing. Hey, this is what it's called professional victimhood.
Huh?
What he's portraying to you is
Yeah.
called professional victimhood. Google it.
Hey, when did we ever say that?
He doesn't like you. You said that.
Bible
You
says
like you.
we have became your enemy because we tell you the truth. They hated you. They didn't hate me.
They say
But the Lord-
that we are how you say in English?
See that?
You
It says that you are God. You are not Jew. You are. He is a fraud.
If you guys got time, we can explain how.
He's a fraud. And Revelation chapter 2, verse 9 states that he's a fucking fraud. I know it doesn't make sense to you because you don't care. You don't believe.
So we don't do nothing for this war. Jewish people, we don't do nothing.
All this shit
Hey, read the scripture on that sign. You see that the Lord God is not a white man.
first get drafted. That's what you finna go fight for this lunatic that wants to fuck that little bit of kid right
But the
there.
thing is,
Oh, man, I told you, I got proof. Straight out of it. Talmud. Here's my.
I know it's against.
Yeah, that's not. He converted to Judaism, so now he wants to back up. So now you're playing professional victim. He's a professional victim now.
no, I'm saying that why your translation from the Talmud is not right. That's what I'm saying.
My time makes okay. So if I got that directly out of the Babylonian Talmud,
You're like,
and
demonstration that they don't care, not even themselves. Your Bible
this is a
your
joke.
Bible is old.
It's
your
supposed to be
Bible
old.
is old.
Every
You
word
should-
that's in it is supposed to be old, man. It's ancient.
You
You
should
saying
change
that
your
your
Bible.
faith, belief is based on
Go and
Torah.
buy.
That
Do
books
you
are
want me
old.
to buy a new
Those
Bible
books are
for you?
old. Wait a minute.
Hey, do you want me to buy a Bible for you?
Leave us alone, man.
Hey, come on now.
We're not gonna believe in what you believe in, man. So you're wasting your time. You wasting your
You can't force me to believe what you believe. I'm not going to stick my penis in like
Yeah, but why you gotta make posters?
So to you,
so it's to make it easy for people to understand what we believe in. That's white people.
Huh?
What's against white people?
It
It ain't got nothing to do with white.
Yeah,
Wait
what
a
do we
Wait a
do?
minute. You're not white. You're red.
What the fuck is happening?
No.
Are you know?
Red.
it don't matter the color.
They don't get it.
Well,
No,
it don't matter the color.
no. He's red.
There's
No,
good
he started the
people and
color
bad
shit. I don't want to hear it.
There's one good people and bad people. It don't matter the color.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
don't matter
yeah,
the color.
okay.
And then they don't believe they
That picture right there is showing you what a true Jew looks like by biblical description. Right next to it tells you what the Son of God looks like by
I don't
biblical
know.
description.
I don't know why.
The next picture next to it
Huh?
tells you what the Son of God looks like.
I
But
don't know nothing.
that's what I'm saying. You're
I'm
Jew ain't Jew.
Looks like my
The modern day Jewry is Edom. That is out of the Jewish Encyclopedia Britannica, dude. That's how much research they're doing.
It's easy to create configuration.
Whatever, man.
So
Okay.
do you like me?
Hey, man.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't matter if I like you or not.
Okay, you offend me.
Most high I was gonna
You
take care
offend
of
me.
you when he
You
gets here.
offend-
Not
You offend me.
I'm
a
not gonna
lot.
do anything.
You offend me a lot. You're talking.
Okay,
shit and
you
shit
can.
and
Okay,
shit.
I'm gonna continue
I'm
talking
gonna
shit until you move from that spot
Do you like?
right now.
Do you like that someone come to you and say, "Are you talking this shit? What are you talking this shit?"
I'm not talking this shit. We're talking this shit as long as you're standing in that spot.
So what I'm demonstrating is that you are not spreading love.
I'm
You
not
want
gonna spread love. I'm gonna
want
spread the
love.
condemnation of the Most High
You
God.
want to change the world.
Repent or else.
You want to change
That
the
love.
world. Start from yourself.
Any splinters setting up the signs?
If you
said what?
Did you get any splinters setting up the signs?
Yeah, man. We
I
got
get splinters all the time.
Hey, you got them all picking up the signs?
Yeah, I gotta load them all in my
they
car.
say that I know that you, but they say that they are Hebrew.
That's
Like,
These are Hebrew
the real
Israelites.
Hebrew.
No. Wait. See,
That's fine.
Finish.
If you're a Hebrew,
We
it's
are
not
Hebrew
fine.
Israelites.
It's like
Like, what are you doing?
It's like if I was born in Cuba, I don't know most Indians like you, but I'm saying I'm the real American North.
Listen to him. Don't listen to us.
Right.
Why?
Listen to him.
He's the new Lord, the new Jewish version of a Jew.
Hey, take them.
Modern Jewry is Edom.
Hey, man. Hey, take them. They gonna teach them. We don't believe it over there, man. Leave us alone. It's not a fact. Hey, leave us alone, man.
Eh?
All right. Take
Right,
them.
Because I told you the truth.
What truth?
What the fuck is that, man?
What truth?
Stop it.
Yeah, see, you know that punk shit don't work on us. Look, there's no enchantment
Y'all are
against Jacob.
bro. Get a job.
Man,
And that's what they
Get
say
a
in the
job or
Bible.
find something better.
No.
That's what. That's
All
what
we
the
need
Not even
is
making no
love.
money.
That's what the Bible says.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
The problem.
All we need is love.
You're not the Lord. Though.
All we need is love.
Prophets.
you're not prophets. Judges thereof.
What are we doing? What are we doing right before your eyes?
Coming up,
Prophesying.
They said
what
what happened in October 7 is a prophecy.
Bro, you're spreading lies.
They said what happened
This is nothing good, bro. This is just hate.
There was no such
in
thing,
Kings.
man.
What Hamas
So
did
there was no such thing as black people.
They said
It's
that
about 68 books. Teach me beyond those.
so that means
I want to hear you.
you know what?
Jesus is the truth of the Bible. It's not about skin color, white, black. Some of you show my white friends, but
Just
not
know that,
Edomites.
so
He said that's what you agree with, right?
he says
Some of them white
tell me what
Israelites.
whatever.
Mainly Israelites. Mainly
Don't have to read the words out of the time.
black people. The children.
Right?
So some Israelites.
But everybody got their own like, way of life. You know, I live with white people.
So it's not about skin color for sure, you know.
Right. It was never about a skin color.
It looks like it. It looks like it, but the majority of Edomites, the seed of Satan, will be white. Not all white people. Are Edomites. Some
Right.
people are
We've been scattered amongst all the heathen nations. We look like everybody. That's the reason why you're like you are. I'm darker than you. There's another individual who's darker than you. Some of your friends, it's like I do with people that, it's a
Open your eyes, guys.
right, rape, murder, and pimps. That's exactly what these motherfuckers did for 500 years. And they're still doing it, man.
Too, a lot of U.S. soldiers, black, U.S. soldiers went around the world, and they had kids with other heathen nations, and their kids are actually Israelites because the bloodline. All right, goes.
Wow, man, what happened to your phone? Did you do?
It's all good. No, yeah, I put it back up there.
No, the phone is cracked. Everybody need to have
I'll let that screen protect you.
Oh, hey, shook. I'm
Do you
like,
believe,
wow, man.
do you believe in a Second Amendment?
Hey, man, leave us alone, man.
Yeah, man, why are you
Second
following us?
Amendment?
We believe in the Bible, man.
What's that in your Bible? Second Amendment.
That amendment.
Do you keep? Hey, do you keep the Shabbat, the Saturday day?
On Saturday, keep it according to the book.
What do you eat? Pork. I bet that you eat pork.
I don't. Let me talk.
Huh?
Let me talk. I'm trying to
bacon?
I'm trying to be peaceful with you. But you trying to.
No, you were not peaceful because he and you they say that we are the devil.
Yeah.
That you
Tastes good.
are the, and I don't care. Yeah, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But what I'm trying to
Hey, man,
demonstrate,
what's going on right here? You guys especially you're going in circles with us, man. You're not gonna go nowhere but circles and circles. All right? You're not gonna understand what we believe in. We don't want to understand. leaving.
I try to bring understanding.
It keeps you going.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
I don't know why-
Look, I wish you the best.
No, you don't.
Just, be good, be peace, love, love.
Hey, tell your people in Israel to do so.
Huh?
Because your
We
people are
love.
common. You guys are common.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Lebanon, man.
We give, we
Why
create.
you guys leave those Palestinians alone, man.
Hey, how many novels are you saying in English? Novel. Novel. Huh?
Peace prize.
How many Nobel Prize we got?
So of course, a lot of
And
Jewish
the technology, we are a small country. We don't have oil like other countries, and we have everything because we give.
because Revelation
Because
3 and 9.
no, because we know how to give. We know how to create.
Because the Bible says
Because we give all the time, and we are creators. Because we have. Let me speak.
no,
Yeah,
because you ain't coming out of the Bible.
No, man. We are.
Wait a minute. You
Man,
came over
we
here
are focused.
fucking with us.
We are focusing creation. We are not focusing hate.
Wait a minute.
We're focusing Bible, man.
I'm focusing your destruction of being motherfucking Edomite. That's what I'm focusing on. Period.
We was all good.
Okay. They was just trying to walk. Okay.
Go the other side of
Yeah, go on the other side, man. Go
This is
ahead.
a public. Hey, this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a public place. Hey, this is a public place.
If we're preaching hate, hey, tell the cops to preach it. But you do have to have a permit for this. You got a permit?
Yeah. Hey, call the cops. Tell them.
We're trying to help you out.
You have to have a permit. Yes. I don't have to show you shit. You know that? That's why I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but nothing.
no, man.
Yeah,
And he's
they're
lying, man.
proud, but proud you. I'm here to love.
That looks like two books out of the Bible. He's saying is frauds.
No, he said
That's what that looks like to me.
he said that you are Israel.
He's siding with us.
That looks like two books out of the Bible he's saying are frauds.
So, hey, my man, Revelation 2 and 9.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Right.
Okay, you know.
That's where we get the sign
And
from,
he
man.
came up to us saying it's like two books out of the fucking Bible you're saying is fraud.
And he's
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's saying it's a fraud. Okay. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I get it. Revelation verses 2.
I'll get 3 and 9.
Okay, get 3 and 9. I got 2 and 9. Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not,
The
but
Bible
are the synagogue of Satan.
The temple's made with hands. Nobody, what they doing with churches? This
Well, man,
Ain't nobody
where
preaching
two
hate.
or men are gathered
Same.
behind the other.
This is the Bible. You think fraud. That's what you're taking one verse.
Yeah, you just arrived here. We've been here like in 30 minutes. So
Hey,
Obviously,
he's bothering us.
tell you, I
He
didn't
came to
expect
us.
that from
Yeah, he came over to fuck with us first. He came over to asking a question. I tried to explain to him. He didn't want the explanation. He didn't like it.
Maybe it's too like
Which-
views on
these are just a bunch of kids right here.
Yeah, they don't know. They got to get ready for be driving.
Yeah, that's all you're trying to watch. Go down. You're just fucking laughing because the beef's about to go down. Y'all need to walk away. Y'all are the problem. Y'all, most of the fucking problem is your generation.
bro, it's a public property. We can stand here all day just like you are.
You're protesting, you don't even know what that means, my guy? You don't buy this shit.
Hey, when
You
June
walk-
1st, June 1st, they're gonna start receiving letters in the mail. If they're 18 or above, they're gonna start receiving letters in the
Yeah,
mail.
I bet.
For selective service, and December 23rd, they're
And they all gonna hide from it.
you know, because I ain't going nowhere. Fuck.
And they can put me in prison. I ain't gonna go fight for Epstein.
Good job, Oliver.
Where's the Epstein party at now?
You see, he left real quick as soon as somebody else started fucking talking on y'all side, right?
Yeah,
The Epstein party.
yeah, because you know you got a bunch of these kids over here. They don't give a shit either way. They just come to see some violence. Blood.
Yeah, pretty much. They just said that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, ain't no violence happening, so keep it moving.
Right,
Y'all not telling me to keep it moving?
right. See, now they want to
Yeah.
start some shit. See, look. Hey man, let's pack up and go home, man. Fuck you guys.
So should we get out here?
Thanks, stop
Hey.
violence.
Huh?
I just
We got to be out here at 4 or 5.
I can't stop fucking violence.
Yeah, I think so, man. Excuse me, man.
For that, I didn't know before.
Yeah,
So keep it the fuck moving.
I got 4 hours and 30 minutes so far.
Okay. Are we going to face the east? We're going to give all
Just
praise,
fighting
honor, and glory to the Most High and His only begotten Son, which is His name, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Dash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth and rule well,
Shalom.
teaching us this truth against these Edomite Caucasian
Oh, here you
devils.
go.
Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that have been scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth.
Shalom.
These kids have to get ready.
Back for party.
They have to get ready to be drafted. They better get ready to go fight for the Edomite Caucasian.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Epstein.
My God.
You know? Well, all right.
Choice.
My God. My God.
Trump Howard. All right, Shalom.